Hiya and welcome to this week's video. This week we are finally going to have the discussion about what Thorn has had done to her, because I've got a few pictures to show you. There are no gory pictures or anything like that. It is the x-ray that the vet took me. I asked if he could send me a copy for educational reasons so I can show you guys. This is Thorns vivarium. You may see her climbing around because she's currently asking for a floor time. I'm going to give it to her in a second. I just need to clean the flat a little bit so she doesn't eat anything she shouldn't, because there's a little bits of food and that from where I cooked dinner last night on the floor. But before we get started, don't forget to pop a like, subscribe to my channel for weekly uploads, and a comment on anything that you would like to see: guinea pig, lizard, or now isopod, because I now have my first culture of isopod related. Obviously isopod, I am a beginner. I do only have the dairy cow variety, but let's learn it together. So let's get started. So first of all, Thorn had her operation at the time of this filming. Sorry, Aragon's over there, that's why I was watching him. At the filming of this video, she had this 2.5 weeks ago. She had to be spayed. Now, in the processes of me getting her yearly health check just before she goes into promotion, she gets a health check and a parasite check just to make sure that she doesn't have any parasites before she goes back. You stuck. There you go. Better? Maybe we need to move that for you. Need to move that for you, don't I? Right, sorry. So she has a pre-brumation health check, which I get her done every year, where William, my vet, does a fecal screening, gives her the once over, checks her weight and everything before I get the all clear to go down. Now, anyone that has lizards that brumate like she does, I would recommend on getting the yearly health check a couple of weeks before they go down, just so that if you do have to have parasite medication, you have time to give it to them, and then to get the so normally with the parasites that she suffers with, is 2 lots of medication 2 weeks apart, and then 2 weeks after the last dose I take her back for another health check and another fecal sample to make sure that she has all clear, and then she can go down for her winter nap. Are you finished? You can come out in a minute, I just need to clean. In the processes of last year's health check, 2021, because we're now 2022, aren't we? William found lumps on her ovaries. Now, he wanted her to brumate them in case they were getting ready for the egg cycle. Although she does the egg cycle and the brumation, she goes through all the motions of digging and making the dent, but I have never ever, because obviously I check her substrate when she had substrate regularly, never ever has she laid anything, which William says is normal because the body can reabsorb it. But now, coming up to the fact that she is 11 years old, this process has stopped. Now, the last 3 times that we've been to the vet, not every time being William, because William had moved and I couldn't find him, I've managed to track him back down into another local vet. She had a ultrasound, that's the word I'm looking for, an ultrasound scan on her ovaries, and they couldn't find anything, and they put it down just to the fact that the parasites that she had at the time were causing little masses in her stomach where they were just massing up and building and eating what they were eating. But for the fact that the year after they found something, and then when she woke up it was gone, and then this year they found last year they found something, and when she woke up it was still there. It wasn't as big as it was when she went down pre-brumation, but post-brumation those lumps were still there. So with discussing this with the vet, please do not get your dragon spayed without, because it is a dangerous operation, without checking with your vet first. Me and William have been, William's known her for years. I've been seeing William for most of her life. So please don't check without obviously going through your vet. Me and William with discussions, because of her age as well, because she's turning 11 this year, to do the spaying, and then that way if it gets worse 3 or 4 years down the line, we can't then go, oh well, she can't have it because she's too old. This is prime time to get it done. So post-op, her stitches are amazing. William's more than happy with how she's healed. All the soft tissue is in. She has got to have them in for 6 weeks to allow the scales to fuse back together, because the last thing we want is for her to go into a shed. Although she doesn't do it very often, there is still that chance. Her stitches falling out or the wound opening back up again. So that's why she hasn't been on substrate for a little while as well, because we didn't want any substrate getting into the wound, and she hasn't had baths either, which has been fun when she tends to paint in her poo. So going back to the vets, the first week we didn't discuss it because it wasn't William that took the x-rays or had the operation, but the vet was more than happy with, the other vet that they have there was more than happy with her progress. I'm happy with her progress, and my other half, who doesn't see her very often, is also surprised in how well she's done. We have noticed a big change in not only the way she sits more comfortably, she lays more comfortably, she's also more active, her appetite is better, she's eating her vegetables, which I struggle to get her to do ever. It's still not perfect, but that's my fault for not implementing it when she was a baby, but it's definitely better than what it was. Now, I'm not going to put the pictures of the operation itself. One, I haven't got them, and two, I wouldn't want anyone to see all that gore that wouldn't want to see it. But trigger warning, because I'm going to go into detail now about what she has, so skip forward a little bit. Perhaps I'll put the times down the bottom so you can skip forward if you choose to. What are you doing? I know you want to come out, baby, but we just need to clean the flat, and then you can come out. Okay? You stretch those leggies. Maybe have some food. So, William showed me the pictures of the operation, because I said I didn't mind. She had 12 12 formed eggs on each side of the egg follicles. And they didn't look right. And we were both a bit worried with the fact that he did feel the lump, and this is only the third time that she's coming in. So yeah, she had 12 each side of eggs that were forming that just weren't right. There was something iffy about them. So he said that it was a good job that we took them out when we did, so that we don't cause her any pain, because I don't want her to become egg bound or then health issues later down the line, because unfortunately a problem like this could cause her to pass away painfully. I don't know whether you can see her back there. So I'm glad that I've done that. Like I said, I've had a massive improvement on where she is. She had stopped doing all of this, asking to come out. She was just hiding in a corner constantly. Might be just before the operation, because I was going to hold it off for another month just to make sure that she wasn't going to go back down. But she looked uncomfortable and in pain, so I'm glad that I got this done. Now the second reason we had to go to the vets, her back left leg, there was something wrong with it. She wasn't holding it properly, it was starting to be dragged. It just wasn't, and she kept tripping over herself. In fact, what I might do is I might insert the clips of me videoing her tripping over herself, so you can see what was going on. So while she was asleep, so we didn't have to put her in anaesthetic twice during the operation, because she obviously had to be put out, William x-rayed her for me. Now I am going to put the x-rays up here, so if you're not fond of seeing bones on an x-ray, skip forward again. But for those that are interested, I am going to put it here. So as you can see on this image, above her back hip bones on the left side, I believe it is, I will double check and put it across here, the spine bulges out, where rather than the invertebrae going out then dips in, out then dips in, out then dips in like it normally is, there is a slight bulge there. Now that is pressing on, William thinks that that's now pressing on a nerve, which is then causing her the leg issues. Obviously we discussed, before anyone comes at me, we discussed quality of life already, because she is my baby and I have had her for the majority of her life. I picked her up at 6 weeks. I don't want her to be in pain unnecessarily. So he discussed with me what she's like at home. Now she hunts her own food. You can see her running backwards and forwards. Apart from the odd time that she trips up that I've shown you in that video, the leg doesn't faze her. She's quite happy to still run around, come out. It doesn't cause her any pain because I've touched it, and like when obviously before I knew what was going on, I was touching it and moving it around to see if I could feel anything very gently. And she painted in her, obviously on her fecal matter before I could give her a bath, so very gently I brushed it off. And she didn't flick it away, and I think she allowed me to do it, which she knows the drill when it comes to a baby toothbrush and brushing her off, because I sometimes help her with shed with that. So William is more than happy for her just to be regulated with pain medication. Now, you do not give your animal pain medication or any sort of medication without clarifying from the vets. Just a normal supplementation of calcium dust and vitamin powder. But she is on Loxicon. She will be on this for the rest of her life. Now I'm only going to give it to days that she needs it. So she had it on Saturday. Oh, days that she needs it, no more than every other day. So she had it Friday, sorry, because she looked in pain. She was hunched over, she was dark, she wasn't moving. Within 20 minutes of giving this, she was like this. Now, it says max every other day, so in theory she should have had another dose on Sunday if she needed it at the earliest. She didn't need it on Sunday, and as you can see right now, nothing wrong with her. Just gonna have good days and bad days, which is perfectly fine. I'm going to do what she needs. She's priority. She is my baby girl. If she needs it on the days that she can have it or is allowed it because of the other day rule, she will have it. If she doesn't need it, she doesn't need it. I'd rather not her be completely dependent on it. I'd rather her, because I have looked at supplementation that I could add to her diet, but there's not really much that you can do for nerve pain other than making sure that her multivitamins and calcium are on point. So we're just going to play it by ear as and when she needs it, and then I'll get it back from the vets and make sure that she still goes for a regular health check so William can keep an eye on her back. But other than that, as you can see, she's been sprinting around in the background. Do you want to come out? Shall we show you people your beautiful face? Just grab her for anything. Might have to brighten this up. But yeah, it's this leg here. But as you can see, she's been sprinting around. There's nothing wrong with you, is there? Oh, sorry, is mummy not cool? Other than you being a bit grumpy because you can't come out 24/7 at the minute. Hey. But yeah, I'm just going to pop her back and then we'll say goodbye, and then you can come out for some free roaming around the flat, and I need to do your nails as well. So we'll do that. If anyone would like me to... Oh, come on. There we go. If anyone would like me to show you her medication, because I do have two methods depending on what kind of mood she is in. We either do the sausage roll technique, or she opens her mouth quite willingly because she's going to have that routine now of the medication being administered. Pop a comment down below and I'll see if I can film that for you, because I now have a tripod, which has made this video so much easier. But I'm going to sign off there, and I'd like to thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye!